If the coach is not good, then the main morality will not be declared, and the grace will not flow. Great acts are made of small deeds. My body is in accord with my mind with my energies with my spirit with nothing. One may rely on strategy and deception to impress, but these can hardly compare with an impression made without these. A path is made by walking on it. Those who can make all the people go there and win the crowds of the world are invincible in the world. Our enemies are not demons, but human beings like ourselves. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Go to the people, live with them, learn from them, love them. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. If you want to know me, look inside your heart. As soon as you have made a thought, laugh at it. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The world in general is attracted by similarity of form, but remains indifferent to similarity of understanding. After a long period of disuse, the spark of life dries up and vision collapses. A person can only feel their way around like a blind person using a staff. Why rely on forms and titles? These are like games, stunts, and tricks, entertaining but unimportant and meaningless. If our deeds don't influence others, we should look into ourselves and cultivate a greater goodness. Rewards and punishment is the lowest form of education. The wise man knows that it is better to sit on the banks of a remote mountain stream than to be emperor of the whole world. Happiness is the absence of the striving for happiness. To a mind that is still, the entire universe surrenders. The sound of water says what I think. Forget the years, forget distinctions. Leap into the boundless and make it your home. We are born from a quiet sleep, and we die to a calm awakening. If you have insight, you use your inner eye, your inner ear, to pierce the heart of things and have no need of intellectual knowledge. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Learn avidly, question it repeatedly, analyze it carefully, then put what you have learned into practice intelligently. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. He who wins who knows when to fight and when not to fight. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Never venture, never win. You have to believe in yourself. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Universal love is really the way of the sage kings. It is what gives peace to the rulers and sustenance to the people. The task of the benevolent is surely to diligently seek to promote the benefit of the world and eliminate harm to the world, and to take this as a model throughout the world. Does it benefit people? Then do it. Does it not benefit people? Then stop. The foolish man thinks cats can only have cat food. The wise man knows they are allowed a little salami. So it is said, for him who understands heavenly joy, life is the working of heaven, death is the transformation of things. In stillness, he and the yin share a single virtue. In motion, he and the yang share a single flow. For the wise man looks into space and he knows there is no limited dimensions. I dreamed I was a butterfly, flitting around the sky. Then I awoke. Now I wonder, am I a man who dreamt of being a butterfly? Or am I a butterfly dreaming that I am a man? I know the joy of fishes in the river through my own joy as I go walking along the same river. Only when we realize that there is no eternal, unchanging truth or absolute truth can we arouse in ourselves a sense of intellectual responsibility. In such diffuse changes of culture, two factors are necessary: contact and understanding. A trail through the mountains, if used, becomes a path in a short time, but if unused, becomes blocked by grass in an equally short time. Let not a man do what his sense of right bids him not to do, nor desire what it forbids him to desire. This is sufficient. The skillful artist will not alter his measures for the sake of a stupid workman. Evil exists to glorify the good. Evil is negative good. It is a relative term. Evil can be transmuted into good. What is evil to one at one time becomes good at another time to somebody else. The person attempting to travel two roads at once will get nowhere. Whether the gentleman is capable or not, he is loved all the same. Conversely, the petty man is loathed all the same. I once tried standing up on my toes to see far out in the distance, but I found that I could see much farther by climbing to a high place. Those whose character is mean and vicious will rouse others to animosity against them. I once tried thinking for an entire day, but I found it less valuable than one moment of study. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white, neither need you do anything but be yourself. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Ah, music, sacred tongue of God, I hear thee calling, and I come. They must often change who will remain constant in happiness and wisdom.